Hello again and welcome back to The Angry Cook. Today we're going to be doing Parker House rolls. Parker House rolls were invented in the 1870s at Parker House Hotel in Boston, Massachusetts, where they parked a car. Whatever. Anyway, these are characteristic. They're kind of a book shape, kind of like a folded G, with a lot of butter in it. I didn't say they were healthy. I said they were good. Very crisp and fluffy on the inside, very fluffy and light on the inside and crisp on the outside. I think you'll enjoy these. This is also another no-knead recipe. Makes it a little longer to make, but pretty good. Try them. Okay, here we are with the ingredients. We're going to have 3.5 grams of yeast. That's about a teaspoon and a half or so. We have half a cup of warm water. We have a quarter of a cup of warm milk. I just threw in a nuker to get down a little bit. We have 2.5 cups of bread flour. We're going to run out, so we'll have another one here. We have 2 tablespoons of sugar for yeast nutrient. We have a quarter of a cup of unsalted butter, melted. It's not yet, it will be momentarily. And an egg, just one. So we're going to put about half to 2/3 of our flour in the bowl. So we're going to do probably a cup and a half or so, give or take. And this is down so low. Cup and a half. Come on. Give up right in the middle of my half cup, huh? All right, yeah, like that. About a cup and a half of flour. We're going to make a hole in the middle, like you do if you're doing pasta. Okay, we're going to put in our yeasties, our sugar, and about half the water, give or take. Throw this in the nuker for about 20 seconds to get ready. And like we've done always in our no-knead stuff, use the back of a spoon to moisten this up as best we can. A little bit more water in there, I think. We just want to get the molecules moistened up, as you can see here. And that's close enough, I think. Alright, we're going to add our salt. We're going to add our melted butter and our egg. That needs a couple of more seconds. All these ingredients should be room temperature, by the way. Which is not room temperature, it's a little warmer than that, but it'll do. Incorporate. Alright. And mix it up. See? Want to get all that egg mixed nicely in there. We could have done a scramble beforehand if we wanted to. Rest of the flour. Another cup. Come on, you. Water. Milk. I think that's about it, isn't it? Yeah. We're going to mix this all up nicely. Again, remember, we're doing no knead. So this is going to come together quickly. We're not doing 20 minutes on a stand mixer and then 10 minutes kneading. And everything is nicely incorporated in the bottom. And we are done. So we're going to scrape down. And we're going to brush the top with more melted butter, which is what this guy's all about. And our brush. We're going to cover it after we brush it with butter. One thing about Parker House is you're going to notice we're using a lot of butter, and that's pretty much the way it is with Parker House. Brush the top. Brush nicely. Okay, and we're going to seal it. We're going to go about an hour and a half with this. You want it to about double in volume, give or take a click or two. So be patient. That worked out really nicely, didn't it? There we go. We'll see you back in about an hour and a half. Okay, 2.5 hours later, and the dough is risen. We have risen. Check it out. See? So we're going to punch it down a little bit. Peel it out. Put it on the flour board. Little bit sticky, but it's not horrible actually. And now, we might not even use a rolling pin. You want this about 1/2 inch high in a rectangular rectangle or in a rectangular. You make it your decision. And we're going to use the universal pizza cutter as usual to make our cuts. And we're going to need some melted butter. We already have the melted butter we made earlier. We're going to reheat that a little bit because we're going to put a layer of butter in the middle. So we want this about as rectangular as you can get it. It's pretty darn good. Jade just got a treat. She's very happy about that. Well, I didn't have video when I had kids. I'd never get one done. Okay. We're going to go about halfway. About halfway. About halfway. In half. In half. And half. Give or take a click or two. Waiting for the butter, and then we're going to do a 9 by 9. Okay, we have a 9 by 9. Stretch it out a little bit more. I'm going to take about a third of it and butter it. Fold that over and fold that over top of that. And we're going to keep doing that. About a third with butter. Fold it over and fold that on top of that. And we're going to keep going. And we're probably going to cut here and bring it back when we're done with all 12 we have, 16, something like that. Probably could have made 12 big ones, we're making 16 littler ones. Alright, we have all 16 in our dish. Now we're going to coat the tops with butter. Just going to paint, finish this all up really well. And we're going to let this rise again for 30 minutes. In the meantime, we're going to start our oven at 400. And I'll see you back in 30 minutes. Alright, 30 minutes of rise time. We change towels. They have puffed up a little bit more. We're going to brush them again with butter. It was good. I said it was good. I didn't say it was healthy, nor do I really care. So, and we're going to brush it with butter again when it comes out of the oven. Our oven's preheated to 400. We're going to put it in for 15 to 17 minutes or until the top is golden brown. Yeah. 15 minutes. Coming down to the last 30 seconds. These are in for 16 minutes. to get browned nicely. We're going to put on some melted butter and sprinkle some salt. We're not going to heavily salt it, just a few salt flakes all over it. You can use sea salt. I'm using kosher salt, that's what I got. Either one works fine. You can use Himalayan salt. Just don't use ionized salt, which is too small, too fine for this job. And there you go. These aren't the standard porterhouse, which are squared. I kind of fingerling these so I'd have more rolls rather than bigger ones. I have smaller ones, but more of them. So we're going to brush them. Like I said, I could have done probably a dozen or even 8 and got those larger rolls if I wanted to. I didn't want to. So it's all up to you. It's your food. It's not mine. Nicely brushed. Now, lightly salted. Very lightly. And that's about it. Parker House rolls. Nice and light and fluffy and delicious. Try it at your next dinner. See you.